back. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Episode 8. We're going to get this puppy wrapped up. We ended here last time, if you remember, last mission. We've learned that Bell is a agent of an associate of Perseus.
We'll dump their bodies in the forest. Then we will move the weapons to Volkov.
Oh, was this the beginning mission? Where we saw him get out and shoot me? Oh! Oh, that's pretty cool.
But I have other plans for you. Perseus thinks too highly of you. I don't want the competition.
And that's when he said
we were there.
That's when he said we'll sweep the landing area for survivors. Wow.
The CIA reinvented you, Bell. We needed to give you a new identity to replace the old. Sims and I both wanted you to be CIA. You didn't resist it as much as we thought you might. And we were able to utilize your language and cryptography skills as an added bonus. The bigger challenge was your memory.
The CIA's MK Ultra program used Adler's missions in Vietnam as a template. We needed you to have that shared experience, that lifelong bond, to establish trust.
No. Count yourself lucky. You've only had those memories for a few months. Me? I've been living with them for over a decade. Interrogation didn't work with you, but thanks to MK Ultra's research, we had a backup plan. If you believed you were someone else, we could lead you to a place where you'd give everything up. Enough to get us where we are today, but we're not finished yet. We have a job to do. Bell, we've got a job. We've got a job to do. We've got a job to do. We've got a job to do. The trigger phrase kept you in line, but it didn't get us everything we needed. Your innermost secrets were always locked behind a door. Bell, I realize you probably hate us right now, what we've done to you. I just need you to fully understand the stakes here. What you do right now is not about me, it's not about you. It's about millions of other fucking people. It's about stopping someone who, in the end, has no true allegiance to anyone other than himself. So tell me, where is Perseus?
Once we control the Greenlight Arsenal, we will detonate them all from the safety of Solovetsky.
Do we tell him or do we lie?
This is your chance to define who you really are, Bell. Where is Perseus?
From the safety of Solovetsky. Solovetsky.
Duga. Sims, get Washington on the line. Everyone else gear up. We're leaving now. You made the right choice, Bell. Come on. You're still one of us.
So I'm just thinking,
Adler. Right. Yeah.
Так точно.
We'll leave within the hour.
5 years ago, NATO intelligence detected a powerful signal of unknown origin. The new signal created radio disruptions worldwide.
Not to mention all kinds of conspiracy theories.
NATO quickly tracked it to this facility in the Soviet Republic of Ukraine, the Duga Radar Array.
It's an over-the-horizon radar system. Big improvement over their old missile defense tech. It uses a lot of juice. Could be used to broadcast any kind of long-range signal they want.
Like detonation codes to every green light nuke in Europe. Where exactly is this thing?
About 60 miles north of Kiev, between the cities of Pripyat and Chernobyl. It's nothing but thick forest for miles around.
A perfect hiding spot for Perseus.
We'll have to drop you in a little further out. No recon, no heavy support. Just a light infiltration squad.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just point the way.
Bell came through for us in the nick of time. I never doubted it.
Adler, still seeing no activity from our side.
Same. I haven't seen shit.
All right. Everyone converge on the gate.
This wouldn't be like the Chernobyl explosion, right? The outcome, obviously this would be a little fictionalized. But that was, that was like
You sure you're not
86 or something.
Bell?
I think. What's the year? 81. Yeah, this couldn't be Chernobyl. It's like 5 years too early.
Here. This can't be the right place.
We ain't seeing anything on our side either.
It's him. Fucking lied to us.
That true, Bell? You pull us out to the middle of nowhere Russia so Perseus can detonate those nukes?
On your feet, comrade. Ready for a little retribution?
Bell, you're making a mistake!
Force down! Keep fighting! We're gonna bury you, motherfucker! Should've stayed on our side!
This is my way of saying, because I'm just trying, I'm just trying to put myself in the position of this guy, of Bell. I think, once he found out, I don't think he would. I don't think he would still side with them. I think he'd go back to his original.
God damn it, Bell! You're gonna die here! It's your funeral, Bell! I run! Stay on one! Fuck! I can't believe it! Diana! Should have stayed on our side! Over here, comrade. This is it. Your friend went through here. He is not far. Come out and play. You are running out of time. And space. The cat becomes the mouse.
Glad to see you still care. Mind giving me a light? I'd offer you a cigarette, but You don't smoke anymore.
He's gonna light something.
No hesitation. I always love that about you.
Now what happens?
You remember my face, don't you? Solovetsky, stand by for the detonation order.
Так точно.
I think you deserve this moment, comrade. I wish we could return to Solovetsky to watch it all unfold, but that chapter is closed now. We begin the next one together. You did well. And to think, after all this time, they still believe I'm Perseus.
What?
As if Perseus could ever be an individual working alone. So American. We'll need a new home now. The Central Committee will be more surprised than the CIA. Even if we made the best choice for the future of our homeland. Yet, for humanity, their eyes will be as clouded as ours once were. Come, there is still much to be done.
My God. How many green light nukes did he detonate?
All of them, Mr. President.
Does anyone know the bombs were ours?
Materials related to Operation Greenlight were anonymously released an hour ago, presumably by Perseus. Calls are beginning to come in from across the globe.
That son of a bitch.
You and Vice President Bush are to be moved to secure locations immediately.
I want any business related to this thing erased forever. Everything. Can you make that happen?
Of course. It's already begun.
We will watch Europe burn. We will watch the empire of the United States collapse under its own weight. A world with two superpowers will become a world with one. The Soviet Union. And if the leaders of this new world order squander the opportunity we have provided them, then they too will be replaced. Qasim Javadi. He fell into the hands of your former CIA friends. Qasim is too soft. I will need you to personally supervise his erasure. As with Qasim, the CIA is now holding Anton Volkov. If you can locate him, bring him back to us. If they have broken him, he must be eliminated. You say that Eleazar Azule perished in Cuba. We will not miss that one. His interference with our Middle East assets will be a distraction no more. As for the rest, it was a pleasure eliminating them by your side.
So did this really happen, or is this sort of mind things as well?
Even though we have prevailed, the CIA has significantly wounded our foundation inside the US. Robert Aldrich has been killed, and our network there has collapsed. It could take us years to regain the footing we have lost. The death of Major Vadim Rudnik is a terrible loss for post-nuclear Europe. He was to help shepherd in the Soviet-aligned future. Hopefully, we can still move forward without his presence there. The CIA also managed to eliminate 2 of Rudnik's key assets. The remaining one will help fill the void left behind.
So I was okay. So that is okay. So finally we got an answer there. Had I found that other piece of information, probably would have gotten 3 out of 3. Okay. Let's see what we get back here. Nice. Okay, that was good. That was good. Let's since we got some time here. Let's just let's maybe choose the other option just to see the alternative ending here.
You gotta admit, I'm surprised. I didn't think they'd recover so fast. We tried everything.
We don't need to watch that again. Come on.
He's coming too.
Bell, no more fucking around. What did Perseus say? Where is he? You're disoriented, Bell. We'll explain everything later. Right now.
So this would be the, just so we can see the sort of alternative ending here.
Where is Perseus? You tell us, Bell. That's what this whole fucking thing is about.
Bell, you were one of Perseus.
So you kind of have to, my initial sort of like quote, I'm going to say, my official ending obviously was me siding with Perseus. Just because I think that that's what this person would have done.
When the plane leaves Trabzon, it's stopping in Duga. This you know. Here's what you don't know. Perseus won't be there. None of these hired guns are going to leave Duga alive. We'll dump their bodies in the forest. Then we will move the weapons to Volkov in Berlin. From there, we fly to Solovetsky. But I have other plans for you. Perseus thinks too highly of you. I don't want a competition.
We were there. We found you after everything went down.
Over here. Got a live one.
The CIA reinvented you, Bell. We needed to give you a new identity to replace the old. Sims and I both wanted you to be CIA. You didn't resist it as much as we thought you might. And we were able to utilize your language and cryptography skills as an added bonus.
So had I not picked CIA, would it have been a different storyline?
The CIA's MK Ultra program used Atlas missions in Vietnam as a template. We needed you to have that shared experience, that lifelong bond, to establish trust.
No. Count yourself lucky. You've only had those memories for a few months. Me? I've been living with him for over a decade. Interrogation didn't work with you, but thanks to MK Ultra's research, we had a backup plan. If you believed you were someone else, we could lead you to a place where you'd give everything up. Enough to get us where we are today, but we're not finished yet. We have a job to do. Bell, come on, we got a job to do.
You've got a job to do. You've got a job to do.
The trigger phrase kept you in line, but it didn't get us everything we needed. Your innermost secrets were always locked behind a door. Bell, I realize you probably hate us right now, what we've done to you. I just need you to fully understand the stakes here. What you do right now is not about me, it's not about you, it's about millions of other fucking people. It's about stopping someone who, in the end, has no true allegiance to anyone other than himself. So tell me, where is Perseus?
Once we control the Green Light arsenal, we will detonate them all from the safety of Solovetsky.
This is your chance to define who you really are, Bell. Where is Perseus?
From the safety of Solovetsky.
Yeah, we're telling the truth. Well, that's the whole reason we're replaying this part of it, is so we can see what the truth ending is.
You made the right choice, Bell. Come on. You're still one of us.
Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
You've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil.
The United States and its allies slowly consume that which is dear to us.
We are hours away from Perseus detonating nuclear bombs in every major European city.
We'll do whatever it takes. Some of us will cross the line to make sure the line's still there in the morning. No one's gonna brand us heroes or villains. They don't know us. As for me, I've been chasing this ghost for 13 years. That ends now.
Coming up on your right. Belikov really came through in the Soviet armor. No way I'm missing this. Motherfuckers are gonna pay for Isolazar.
Look at you, Chiefs. Solovetsky's 2 clicks out.
All units, EMP in transit.
Starfish inbound, 400 knots.
That baby hits, we'll have 12 minutes max before the radio towers come back online. Our job is to knock out the AA guns and give our warbirds a clean shot. Let's take Perseus off the air.
Fuck me, that loosens the fillings. Light 'em up! Bad guys. Lots of bad guys.
We've got 1 AA cleared.
You know that's not good enough. I can't risk an early strike. We only got one shot at this.
Ready to launch when I tell you. Let's in contact.
We are scorching Earth. Clear all friendlies. Repeat, clear all friendlies.
Bell, we gotta go, now!
They did it, Mr. President. They stopped the nukes.
Thank God.
And the CIA.
Did they get Perseus?
No, sir. His whereabouts are unknown.
And a Russian response?
Nothing yet. We're seeing signs of confusion. It's possible this was all a rogue operation. Perseus may not have been following orders from Moscow.
Well, I'll be damned. Maybe we have something in common after all.
Stopped him. Those towers are history. What's your situation down there? Come in. Woods, have you found them yet?
Over here! Give me a hand!
Take my hand, Bell. We did it. This is a message to Perseus, and those that'll follow him. We don't just sit back and hope for the best. We'll make the best happen. This is how wars are won, Bell.
Do you have an update on Qasim Javadi?
Yeah. After capturing Qasim Javadi, we've convinced him he's better off working for us rather than against us. The death of Arash Kadivar opens a path for Qasim to take control of their network. He'll give us deeper insight into Soviet activity in the Middle East, and with our resources behind him, he should be able to influence regional affairs for years to come.
What about Anton Volkov?
Volkov has become a prime source of information since his capture. After interrogating him, MI6 quickly established a series of listening posts in East Berlin. They've already intercepted messages from the KGB to assets throughout the city. We're poking holes in the Iron Curtain.
How did the cleanup in Havana go?
We were able to recover Agent Azoulay's body from the compound in Cuba. President Reagan personally reached out to his family, and his casket's in transit to Tel Aviv. As you know, Helen Park returned to London. She'll continue to recover from her injuries there. Afterwards, MI6 plans to give her a task force dedicated to finding Perseus.
What about the rest of the team?
They got off Solovetsky before the Soviets could send in forces to investigate. It'll take some time to heal up, then it's back to work.
We may have stopped Perseus, but his rats are still nesting all around us, thanks to the help of one of our own.
Not anymore. We took down that son of a bitch Aldrich, as well as his key assets here in the States. It'll take Perseus a while to recover from this one.
What about Europe?
Not only did we stop a nuclear attack, we managed to take out Major Vadim Rudnik. That should be a significant blow to Perseus's European network. We also flushed 2 of Rudnik's key assets down the shitter. There's one left, and eventually they'll hit the sewer too.
Such poetry, Hudson. And Bell.
Arctic air. There's the head, doesn't it? Bell, you made 2 extraordinary sacrifices to stop Perseus. One was without your knowledge. The other, you made that decision of your own accord. I just want you to know that this little thing that's happened with you and me, it was always for the greater good. You're a goddamn hero, you know that, kid. Heroes have to make sacrifices. That's why when I ask you for one more, I hope you understand. It was never personal.
What the heck? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our series for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I got really good there at the end. I said this at some point during the series. I wish more people would play the campaigns on these. They're good. They're well done. I've always enjoyed them. You know, people tend to just do the multiplayer on this, but I've always liked the campaigns. This would be another one right up there with it. I mean, I think, you know, it's obviously we got through this in what, 7-8 episodes. So it's, you know, a little on the shorter side, only because I think, you know, they do put a lot of emphasis on the multiplayer and you know, some of those other things. But this was, I mean, very well done. You know, this is one that honestly, you know, you think about some storylines are a little, even within the Call of Duty stuff, some of the storylines, it's obviously it's a you know exaggerate, you know, it's very exaggerated, you know, things like that. this would have been I think a tremendous. I'm thinking from like a movie standpoint. This would be. I think it was very grounded. Obviously, the implanted memories and things like that's a little more science kind of science fiction type stuff, but it was good. Like there was no. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of shoot 'em ups and some craziness there, but sometimes you get to these and it's almost, at least I've found it to be kind of almost too over the top, like just, it's almost too unrealistic even though it's a video game. I thought a lot of this on here was very grounded, in reality as far as what could possibly happen. Again, kind of allowing for some exaggerations given that's the way the first person action shooters are. But I enjoyed it. I really did. I liked those little side ops where you had to do some decoding. I enjoyed that. I liked, and I touched on this when we were doing it, I enjoyed the one mission where we were in the KGB headquarters, which, like I said, had a very Hitman vibe to it. It was obvious that we were going to be able to solve those mission objectives doing multiple things. Now, I think having one mission like that was perfect. I wouldn't want there to be necessarily half the game be that way, because then I would, it was. I liked how that mission was in there. I would even settle if you would have put a second one in there and made the story longer. I really enjoyed that mission. Being able to kind of go around and decide how we wanted to approach something, tackle the objective at hand. Because this is not open world. It's just, when you're in these missions, it's very linear. It's, you're walking down a hallway and that's just, you got to go right, it's straight ahead sort of a thing. You don't really have a lot of side to side options, whereas that one gave you a little bit more, which I enjoyed. Ending was I think obviously I chose the Soviet version first because I thought that's probably what this person would have done given that situation that happened to them. So we can kind of call that my real ending. I replayed again where I told them the truth. The ending though where Adler kind of showed, that was surprised. I wasn't expecting that piece of it. That was definitely a surprise at the end there. I also thought it was really cool how they had that opening mission where we're on the airstrip there, and we saw him shoot him. At the time, I remember, I don't even know if I may have said it, may not have. At the time when I saw it, I was like, well, that's interesting that he just shot people that brought him here. But I kind of dismissed it. Really neat how they looped that back around and put you as that Bell, as that person that was there. One thing I'm curious about is there was a comment, again I mentioned this I think when it happened, about when Adler said we wanted you to be CIA but we didn't think how easy it was. I wonder if I would have gone back, because I picked North America CIA, what if I would have gone back and picked another country or another continent, and I wouldn't have picked CIA. I would have picked MI6 or KGB or something like that. Would that have led to anything different from the story's lines? I'm curious to see how many, kind of like the ending here, obviously we had a very different ending. What other choices during the campaign could have potentially led to a slightly different storyline? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe all he would have said, maybe it just would have been a little comment in that conversation. Yeah, hey, you really resisted being CIA, so we made you KGB or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I enjoyed this. I was a fan. Very well done. Some of the cutscenes were good, especially the when we picked where we told the truth, the visual on the aircraft carrier. I thought that was very, very well done as far as just the graphics and everything. That was very cinematic. But it's over now. It's done. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you sticking with us if you did. But this will bring it into our series, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Feel free to check out other things we got on the channel. We got all sorts of other stuff. Got a nice variety out there. So hopefully we'll see you there sometime. But again, thanks for stopping by. Come on back and we'll see you somewhere else.